House of Dragon, is it a show about the glories of war? Theme music fades out, and the host's voice takes over. You know, when we hear the words Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, we immediately think epic battles, valiant knights, and the struggle for the Iron Throne. But is it really all about that? Or is it something more? Let's dig a little deeper. At face value, House of the Dragon is an action-packed fantasy series that does indeed feature epic battles and heroic warriors. But scratch beneath the surface and you'll find a show that's more nuanced, more complex, more profound. It's not just about winning battles or sitting a throne, it's about what those things mean and how they affect the people who fight for them. The Targaryen family, at the center of the show, are not heroes or villains, they're multidimensional characters with messy motivations and conflicted emotions. They're flawed, they're human, and they're desperate. They're fighting for power, for identity, for survival, but in doing so, they're also perpetuating cycles of violence, oppression, and bloodshed that have gone on for centuries. In many ways, House of the Dragon is a commentary on the futility of war. It shows how armies march into battle with a fervor that's easy to rally behind, but utterly ignored when it comes to the human cost. We see characters who are forced to fight, despite their reservations, their fears, and their doubts. We see the toll it takes on their psyches, their relationships, their very sense of self. This, I think, is something that the creators of the show were trying to explore. They wanted to subvert our expectations of what a fantasy epic should be. Instead of simply parading heroes and villains on screen, they gave us messy, multidimensional humans who are dealing with the brutal reality of war. When you really think about it, that's not a commentary on war itself, it's a commentary on our own role in it. How often do we romanticize conflict, thinking that it's necessary, just, or even glorious? But how often do we really understand the true cost of that conflict? The lives lost, the families shattered, the futures ruined. House of the Dragon is asking us to consider that. It's asking us to look beyond the epic battles and grandeur of the Seven Kingdoms and see the real people, the real struggles, the real stakes. And when we do, we might just find that the show's not just about the glories of war, it's about the brutal, bitter, and very human costs that come with it. Music fades back in, and the host's voice disappears.